Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm sharing part 2 and the final reveal of this small bedroom makeover. This is my mom's bedroom. She has been away for a while and returns today to this lovely surprise. If you missed last week's video, be sure to watch it before this one. I started by painting the walls and ceiling, and I got it done in about 30 minutes using my new pro-grade quality sprayer. I shared a budget-friendly DIY gallery rail using chess pieces and some dowels I had on hand. Then I made and installed a simple windowsill which really elevated the look of this otherwise boring window. It's now time to bring the furniture in and decorate. My favorite part, of course. The only piece of furniture that's making its way back in is the bed. My design style for this room is really a mix of styles. If you've been around on my channel, you would know I love using traditional together with modern, but with unique vintage elements. When designing a space, I start with the way I want it to feel and go from there. For this bedroom, I wanted to brighten it up but still have that moody feel. In preparation for this bedroom makeover, I purchased a dresser and nightstand on Facebook Marketplace a couple of months ago. I shared here on the channel how I refinished it into a beautiful custom dark walnut color. If you saw that video, you may remember I didn't put a top coat on at the time. Whenever time permits, I like letting newly painted and refinished pieces sit around for a while to completely cure before adding a top coat. So the first thing I'm doing today is bringing those in and applying 3 coats of General Finishes high performance top coat in satin, and I'm using a foam roller. Now, if it wasn't noticeable all along, I had been operating in here without an overhead light, so I am so excited to install this new fandelier. Yes, that's a thing, a fan that doubles as a pretty chandelier. You can't not have a fan here in South Florida, so why not make it attractive, right? Big thank you to Parrot Uncle for sending me this absolutely gorgeous one. Choosing from their wide selection was hard, but for the look and feel I'm going for in this bedroom, I chose this dark rattan fixture. I think it will also work well with the dark walnut on the furniture and really lean into that moody vintage vibe I'm going for. It comes with clear and easy to follow instructions and a pair of white gloves. I mean, who doesn't want white glove installation? My husband, as you all know, is very handy with things like this, and he even commented on how well constructed this was. For me, it's beyond gorgeous in this room. Make sure you watch all the way to the end to see how this comes together, and I'm adding a short clip of her reaction. Before bringing in the furniture, I'm installing the curtain rod since drilling new holes will create a mess and I'll prefer not to have dust flying on everything. I got these French return rods on Amazon in a beautiful brass. I love the look of the fabric wrapping around the sides. It's also great for blocking light in a bedroom. Painting the walls and the ceiling the same color is going to give an illusion of a taller room, and so does hanging your curtains as high up as possible. For that designer look, you want to install the curtain rod so that the curtain just about touches the floor. So for 8-foot ceilings, you want to get panels that are 96 inches long. I had been looking online for vintage pattern curtains to no avail, and then I ran into these at the thrift store. I knew they were not going to be long enough, but looking at the header and hem, they had double folds on each side. So in true DIY fashion, I took them out using a seam ripper. I got them to 93 inches, so I installed the rods 3 inches from the ceiling. To neaten up those raw edges, I'm doing a quick no-sew hack using this E6000 fabric glue. I just didn't feel like haggling with the sewing machine, so I opted for this quick and easy solution. I got this for another project, and boy was I glad to have this on hand. This stuff is amazing.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Sunlight. Lonesome
Usually when you have to shop for rugs online, you can expect to return at least one or two before finding the one that you love. But don't be afraid to order it because you can always return it. I ordered this one first and I thought it was just a little bit too orange. It was pretty. I didn't open it up, but just from looking at it in the roll, I found it was just a little bit too much orange. So I returned that one. I ordered this one. This is also a Laloy rug. I haven't opened this one up yet, so I don't know if this one is going to work. Fingers crossed it does. Let's open it up together and see if this can work. This is a beautiful, really nice quality rug. All the colors are earthy. They're all neutral colors. Some browns, some sage green. There's like an ivory color, a little bit of a darker green. This rug, I would say, can go with any decor that you have going on. Very nice neutrals. Not only are the colors perfect for any decor, it is extremely soft. It feels like velvet. I have another Laloy rug in my guest bedroom. If you remember, I bought a smaller one when I was redoing that room. The way that feels and the way this feels is very different. So this does have that printed vintage design on it. I'm not going to use an underlay in this room. I think the way this feels is good enough. Most of it is going to be under the bed. This is really just to anchor the room and cover this ugly tile. And that fan, oh my gosh, winning combination. Now that all the big pieces are in, it is time to do the fun part and get this room decorated. Today is 2 days before she arrives, so I am ready to wrap this up. I decided to turn the dresser in this direction. I think when you enter the room, you see it right away, and it is a big part of the design of this space. I do have a few more pieces to bring in, which you would have had a peek at before. Do you guys remember this table? This was one of your favorites. I refinished this a couple of months ago, and this is the spot I envisioned putting it in from the very beginning. This was a chair I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $20 or $30. I do have every intention of refinishing all the wooden parts of this, but we're on a time crunch, couldn't fit it in for this project, so I will do it later. I love this chair, love this vintage green color. I'm just gonna put it in this corner so she has a little reading nook. If you remember, when I got the dresser, the seller also offered me the end table for free. I took it, but I already had my mind set on using that table over there. So I decided to use it in this spot. This is obviously the entrance into the room, and there's this wall with the closets behind it. I wanted to make this like a little foyer almost, put something on the wall and just make this area a little bit of a nice entrance into the room. When I refinished it back then, I didn't have any handles on it. I was thinking of doing something different, but I love those handles so much, I decided to just purchase some more and put them on this side table as well. Let's look at some of the bedding options I came up with. For this room, I wanted that vintage feel, and I also wanted the bed to be that overly decorated style with eyelet details and frills. That's what I have in mind. So I picked up a couple of things, and I'm not sure what I'm going to end up using, but I'll share everything that I have, and then as I put it together, I'll figure it out. I got this bed skirt because this bed has that exposed base. There's no footboard, so it makes it a lot easier to put a skirting. We used to have skirtings when I was growing up. I got this one on Amazon. It says easy fit. It has this frill and eyelet detail on the bottom, which I really liked. I'm not sure how this goes on. I think you put it over the back of it. I wanted something that was tall enough because this base is on railings, so it's a little bit high. This goes up, I think, to 18 inches. You can adjust it if your bed is shorter. But look at how beautiful this is. So gorgeous. I don't know if you guys remember when I shared this pillowcase I got thrifting. It has this design around the border there, and then this beautiful crochet going around the entire casing. It was only one, but I think that's enough to really add that look that I'm going for. Then I got this also on Amazon. I'm gonna link everything in the description below. This is a duvet cover. This is gonna hang over the skirting. That beautiful frilly detail around the edge there. Really nice quality cotton. It also comes with two pillowcases, which to me, this is a queen size duvet cover, but these cases look like king size pillows, which are fine because I do have extra king size pillows, so I may use those for this part, maybe at the back. I can't wait to put this on. There were several colors to choose from. It was a little difficult not seeing it in the room in terms of the color for this duvet, and I also thought about just ordering like 3 different colors and then seeing which one works, but I think this one is gonna work, so I'll just put that aside. This is a pattern sheet set, which for me is really stepping out of my comfort zone. All the sheets in my house are white. It's been that way for many years. So for me to step into pattern sheets is a little bit different. I really do want to mix patterns in here as well, and this is also a nice quality. I think the duvet came with this little wooden spoon, which I think is for pushing the insert in, I think. Anyway, I also got this pair of pillow covers. I bought several different patterns. When you're mixing patterns, you really have to see it in the space and with everything. I'm working off of the fabric on the curtains. That's my starting point. From that, I'm trying to pull colors and patterns together that I think would work well. I also got this one on Amazon. Didn't care for this at all. I almost didn't show this to you guys because I probably won't use it. But the thing with decorating is sometimes you look at something and you think it's not gonna work. You put it in the space and that becomes the thing that works. So we'll see if this works. This is one I had purchased before. I think I purchased this when I was doing the other bedroom. I don't think I kept it there for very long. This has been in my stash of pillow covers. This I shared with you, I think, when I shared the fall ideas video. These linen covers with the little fringe around the end. Comes as a pair. Not sure if I'm going to use this as well, but options are good. This literally just came as I was sitting here and looking out the window. Amazon just delivered this and something else. I am now seeing it for the first time, and it looks a lot like this one that I had purchased when I did the other bedroom. It's different but very similar. It feels the same. It's the same fabric. It might even be the same company. I mean, it's gotta be. It looks identical in the way it's made, but it is a different pattern. This is a little bit darker, so maybe this is an option. Who knows? But this here, I was so, I didn't realize I was sitting on it. This I was so excited for. I know for sure I'm using it here. I love the deep, moody color of it. Love the checkered pattern. I think this really leans into that vintage style. This pulls the colors in the curtains perfectly. I'm gonna pop these in the machine for a quick wash, and then I'm gonna start pulling out home decor items that I thrifted over the last however long. With home decor, you just try this, you try that, it goes in and out, but I'm gonna pull out things that I think could work in here, and then we'll start decorating the little shelf on the top there. I absolutely loved this original painting. I found I added some rub and buff to the frame. I think it needed a bit of a lift. I also don't like having glass on my art, but the back of this was really sealed in tightly. I'll do it later when I have more time. For now, let's decorate. If you enjoyed this makeover, please like the video, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, I got you on camera.